How's it going, everyone? My name is Monkey Jam, and this is Monkey's Grotto, where I proceed to just nerd out over anything that interests me. There's no central theme on this channel. If you clicked on this video, I am very, very sorry that you have now entered into this space of YouTube. Now, there are far more professional people out here that can, I would say, review things such as the newest Castlevania season on Netflix. But seeing as how you clicked on my video, I guess you wanted somebody not sponsored with no subscribers. Look, here's the thing. The only thing that I can guarantee to you is that there's nothing influencing my opinion. I'm not getting paid. There's no sponsorships. And as you can see, there's no professionalism in here. I'm just doing the do. But with all that out the way, hi, my name is Monkey Jam. And today I'm just going to be talking about the newest season of Castlevania on Netflix. Now, how do I feel about this? I don't know. I feel a bunch of ways about this. You don't really have to look at the video. This is more kind of like a podcast thing. Just listen to my very, very, very awkward voice as you play games, go to work, go to school, do your homework, all that type of jazz. I'm here to bless your eardrums with my very, 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 very low IQ opinion about a series that you may have little to mild interest in. Now, as far as season 3, man, that was a lot. I do mean a lot to take in. And the thing is, it starts off real slow. Well, I won't say it starts off slow, but it's weird. The man behind this series is weird because there are certain points of it where it's like, oh, okay, I'm following. And then you're like, wait, what's going on? And then, I don't know, things happen. But then let's start at the beginning. I'm not going to give you a play-by-play because since the season is fairly new, I don't want to give anybody any spoilers, nothing too critical, you know what I mean? So I'll try my best to address the story as a whole instead of going into the itty bitty gritty parts. So this season 3, is split, I would say, between 4 storylines. I would say it's split between 4 storylines, or just 4 central characters or groups of characters. For a good amount of the time, you're following Trevor and Sypha as, they're going around facing off against the night creatures and basically just doing the do. There are some snippets here and there addressing Alucard as he's basically going through life, rebuilding his castle and also guarding, the Belmont Fort as well. Ford? Fjord? No. Fort. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. As I said, not professional. So, as we get snippets of those, we also get to catch up on Hector and Isaac. Now, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the bias card right here. I am far more invested in Isaac than Hector. Just to be real with you, because Isaac's story is so interesting, and really in this season, I would say out of everyone, there are really 2 characters that go about a major change, if you will. Isaac and Alucard. I would say they both go through a very major transformation throughout this season. So if you want to know, okay, but who should I really be paying attention to? Who should I really root for? Or, who deserves my time? In my opinion, this humble primate's opinion, I would say really pay attention to Alucard segments and Isaac segments. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying ignore Trevor and Sypha and Hector. Don't ignore them. They are critical. But if you're going in for like plot progression, pay attention to Isaac, Hector, and Alucard. You know what I mean? While if you're just like, yo, I'm here for more Castlevania, I'm here for all of those action scenes and a little bit of, mystery and everything like that, then definitely pay attention to Trevor and Sypha, because more of those action-packed adult cartoon elements are more centered around them, and Isaac to a certain extent. To a certain extent, I feel like there's a little bit more on Trevor and Sypha's part than Isaac, but Isaac does get some nice little action more towards the end of the season than the beginning or middle. So that's just, I would say, kind of a general overview of like, who to pay attention to or where your interests lie in the series. As far as the plot itself, just to give it a basic rating, 7.5. 7.5. If I gotta do a 1 through 10, definitely a 7.5. It was entertaining. Not as entertaining, say, like, as season 1 or even season 2, but it had enough twists and turns to still be able to rate it high. The plot itself is, the season's really more of like a build-up season. Kind of like the same way that season 1 was. It builds up everything, it organizes the characters, it addresses, plot, motivation, characteristics, personalities, everything like that. So then season 2, everything can coalesce and come to a head. And I really do feel like season 3, as much action and information we got from it, it really does feel like a build-up to something more. And if you go ahead and watched it, or if you already watched it, then you would kind of feel that vibe that I'm talking about. That is just like, oh wow, so they're really building up to season 4, which they are. That's just the way it is, in which I'm kind of proud of that. You know what I mean? It makes me happy to see that they're forward thinking. And now with this new Netflix system of like, oh, this is the top viewed whatever content right now, and it's staying on there. I want to say right now it's at number 6 or number 7. I don't feel like checking right now, but it's good. It's fairly good. It's fairly good. Take it from a layman's opinion, average working man, doing whatever I can. You know what I mean? This is my first video on this channel. I'm doing this unscripted. I'm as low as it can get as far as professional stuff. I can't really get into like the animation style, even though like still the action still feels a little bit stiff. Much better, I will say. Much better, a drastic improvement to say like season 1. Maybe a few more steps upward from season 2, but you can tell that the team behind the show is getting better. Absolutely. They are definitely getting better at, what they're supposed to do. I don't know. Like, it's one of those, it's good enough to leave you like, that was awesome. But then it's not good enough to be like, wow, I'm very satisfied with that. But that's only because it's a build-up season. So you're liable to have that. Because I remember after watching like season 1, just being like, what, that's it? And like being legit mad that it's like, yo, Really, only like 8 episodes? You can't even give me like season 2 or anything like that? Or even more episodes to pat this out? But it was a build-up season. And then season 2 came out, everything coalesced, came to a head, and it kind of gave me that feeling of satisfaction. So it was more of just a repeat feeling of what you would get from viewing season 1. You're satisfied that you watched it. You're satisfied that you got to ride this ride. You know what I mean? But then you're also like, but I want more. I want to know how all of this stuff is going to shape out. So if you're just looking for an opinion that's just an average guy, not a huge, animation analyst. Oh, this is what's happening behind the industry. Oh, this person did that. This person did that. This chick over here is calling men bad. Blah, 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 blah. If you're trying to distill from all of that and basically say like, hey, how good is this season? Give me an honest opinion, even if it's a little bit biased, but just give me an honest opinion. If you're looking for a very honest, just down to earth opinion, it's good. It's good. It's definitely worth your time, because I know if you're over here looking at my stuff, you're busy, you got a job, you probably got kids, you got school, you either running a house or, you got stuff to do. So you want to make sure that whatever you invest your time in, it's worth it. And I get that, because I don't want to waste my time on anything either. And I promise to you, my hand to my primitive ape-like heart, it's good. It's good. It's definitely worth your time. If you can avoid binging through it, I would say avoid binging through it. But with how this show does things, binging is kind of unavoidable. So sit down, relax, have a nice little meal, maybe a dessert to go with it to keep you going, and just enjoy. Because with a lot of the content that comes out now in this, this public space and everything, like in the movie theaters, video games, YouTube and everything like that, it's very rare that you can find something to say like, look, it wasn't great, but it's good. And you're satisfied in the fact that it's good. So that's just my thoughts. Let me know yours. You know what I mean? Comment down below if you want. Like the video if you think it's good. Dislike the video if you think I'm trash. Feel free to go in the comments and tell me, hey, this video sucked. You literally told me nothing about the season and everything like that. Feel free to do that. Look at me. I'm a dude on the internet that calls himself Monkey. You honestly cannot insult me any further. But anyway, do what you do. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Yeah, and that's about it. Please, for the love of God, try to have a good day and just keep some music in your heart and keep jamming out, Alright. See you guys later.